question. So
Yes. So where was heaven? Was it on earth or down? Here, like or up high, like heaven? Since we were like made from flesh, blood, where were we?
so my knowledge of creation comes from the Quran and Sunnah, right?
So what? What do you know?
So what we know, we believe in Adam and Eve, right?
Yes.
That there was a heaven.
What's heaven?
So, if you don't mind, and you're welcome to give me your point of view, because the thing is, I still am unclear as how this relates to Jesus being God. I still don't understand the connection.
Let's take it step by step.
Sure.
What is heaven?
It's
In the creation, like in the beginning of the creation, what was heaven? It was called Eden. What is Eden? When you look to the original script, the original, it was, I don't remember what was Aramaic, or I don't remember the Torah was written in what, but when you look at the definition of Eden is a big garden, right? So where was that garden? Was it up in the heaven or down here on earth?
I mean, you can say it's up. I mean, that's fine. That's
No, it's not fine.
Okay.
Take it step by step.
Okay.
Where was heaven?
See, I don't have knowledge of this particular topic. Yeah.
If you don't have knowledge,
Yeah.
we won't be able to. You don't have a good foundation to take you to tell you why.
To believe that Jesus Christ is God.
Yeah, because when you get the beginning right, the beginning of the story, right, I will be able to explain why I believe in Jesus.
Okay.
But you don't even know what is the beginning of the creation, right?
Okay. Could you explain it to me then?
No, I want to know, what do you understand in Quran?
Yeah.
What is the creation? Where were we created? Were we created on earth or up in the heaven?
So I told you that I don't have. No. Let me just finish here.
Yes.
I didn't say I have no knowledge. I don't have knowledge about this particular issue. What is the Muslim belief? Because I'm sure you have not memorized the entire Bible, correct?
Sure.
And I have not memorized the entire Quran.
Sure.
I have not memorized every single hadith. So, if you want, you can. I told you in the Muslim position, right, that we don't believe Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ, may God's peace and blessings and mercy be upon him. We don't believe that he was a god. We don't believe that he claimed to be God. We believe that the Jews went to an extreme. They rejected him and his mother.
Jumping too far ahead.
Yes, no, bro, which is fine.
Take it step by step.
But instead of step by step, how about this? Because each question, because you asked me the same question. I don't know if you noticed this. You asked me the same question 3 times, even though I gave you the answer.
Because you don't have the foundation.
So that's a claim on your part.
Right.
That's a claim.
Okay.
That's a claim. Let's prove that claim by you then explaining what's your belief.
So when God created us, He created us in His image. Not His image, not the form, not the body, but in His image spiritually. Okay? Like when we say we have like moral object, like we have objective morality. Like, where does this come from? It's coming from God, right? That's how we know that we are created from God in His image, right? Because if there is no standard of objective morality, how can we, like, your opinion will be rather only your opinion, right? So we have a standard of morality that comes from God, right? So when He created us in His image, and the objective morality, like, that's in His, that's what we are made, like in His image, the morals, right?
Yeah.
Not the body. The body is only a tool, right?
Yeah.
That's one. When He created us, He put us on earth, like, and He called the paradise or whatever Eden. And when He created us, we were made from what? What do you call the soil? Sorry, I don't know the in English. I know it's more in Arabic. But what? He made us from what?
Turab.
And he blew it, like, from his he blew in it, right?
Yeah.
And He gave us life from His. I don't know how to explain in English or describe it in English.
Yeah.
And we were put on earth, and when we were created, we were made to last forever, not to die. What happened? And He Adam and Eve in Eden, right? Paradise, which was on earth. So what happened was, next was when Eve was approached by the snake or whatever.
Okay.
The serpent, whatever. And they sinned. What is sin? God told them you can eat anything from that. Like trees, anything except from one tree.
Is it possible, Yosef, that you could just fast track, not like give me the 1 minute version and then I can speak for a minute, because I think there's a fundamental point we're missing here.
What is the fundamental?
Yeah, in Surah Al-Zumar in the Quran, in verse number 3, there's a verse that talks about, I don't want to quote the verse exactly, but I'm going to paraphrase that. The idolaters, right, the pagans, they would say this statue or this person is like an intermediary between us and God, right? We worship God through them, okay? And so I think my contention is this, and is that Christians worship something they're not supposed to, right? They worship. Christians should worship God alone, and we would say that the deen that was brought to us, obviously, the final deen, the final messenger, is in the last testament,
you're
right?
Still jumping like far ahead, far ahead. When you don't have the basic
Foundation,
you
yeah.
don't have the foundation.
But I could make the claim that you also don't have the foundations as well. I just think it's a little bit.
How do you know that I don't have the foundation?
Yeah, foundations. You don't have any evidence for what you believe in, is what I would say. So you're worshiping Isa alayhi salam, but what are the biblical scriptures that you have that would back that up? What is the historical evidence that you would have, the logical evidence?
Oh, there's a lot.
I mean, primarily, I think the first thing was biblical evidence, right? For your worship. And by the way, I want to say something on a side point.
He was resurrected.
If I can say it's just a side point, by the way. The way this conversation started, I think it was really nice. Like I thought your name was Yosef. I thought you were from a Jewish background, and then you said no, I'm a Christian Egyptian, and then I said I'm Muslim. And I think that this is actually a healthy dialogue. We need more of this. I think that people who try to just cover up their differences completely, it's not necessarily productive. It's not productive for society. There are differences sometimes, and we can articulate those differences through peaceful dialogues, right? So what I'll say, Yosef, is that
let's get the beginning right.
Well, I don't
when
know.
you get the beginning right, you'll get everything else
right. But you're
right in place.
Right, you were trying to explain it for a minute. See, here's the thing: we don't have much time. You were trying to explain it for a while, and I didn't understand the connection. I'll be honest with you. I think if someone else was listening to this conversation, they wouldn't understand what you're saying. Like, they wouldn't make the connection. Like, what does the resurrection have to do with Jesus Christ? Why do you worship?
So what happened?
Sure.
So what happened when Adam and Eve, they sinned? What happened? They ate from the tree, right? What happened when they ate from the tree?
Sure, they were removed from heaven, from paradise.
No. What happens when you eat, like when you disobey the word of God and you eat from tree?
So how about this? How about you just tell me?
What happens?
Because I know, but you see the way you're talking.
Yes.
Is with all due respect, and it's, you just tell me your point, right? You don't need to probe me.
No, I'm trying to ask you, what happens when you disobey the word of God and you are like created in His like image, and you disobey His word and you eat from that tree? That what? What happens?
Right.
With that?
So this is what you were told by your church, correct? Am I correct?
Yes.
So do you have biblical evidence?
We have the similar story of the creation.
Yes, so Muslims.
You said, so you are you saying I'm wrong?
No, so Muslims do believe Adam and Adam alayhi salam and
I'm asking
Hawa.
about the beginning of creation.
But you're interrupting me all the time, so I'm trying to finish.
No, because you're interrupting me.
Okay.
I started the story and I'm asking you questions.
Sure.
What happens when you disobey the word of God and eat from the tree?
What do you want me to tell you?
What happens? I'm asking you. What
okay,
happens?
so just, I don't know what you're thinking in your head. You're trying to get me to read your mind, and it's very difficult for me to read your mind, brother. Like, I'm just trying to tell you.
But you said we have the similar story, so you should know. Don't you know?
I told you my answer. You were not satisfied with it. Do you remember my answer? or you probably weren't listening to me.
You keep jumping to.
No, I told you my answer. My answer was that they were removed from heaven.
Yes.
And put on earth.
No. Yeah, before they were removed from heaven.
Just admit you don't like my answers.
No. I'm not liking your answers. They were removed from heaven. What
By the way, what's going to happen? I'm going to get to my Uber destination, and we're not going to finish the discussion.
No. What happens before they were removed from heaven?
Were their clothes?
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're. I can't read your mind. Honestly, it's very frustrating, and I never expected you to read my mind. And you're making all these accusations from the beginning. You don't have a foundation. You don't know what you're talking about, my friend. You don't know some simple things. I'm asking you for simple things about proof that you worship Jesus Christ. You can't even give me one sentence from the Bible why you should worship Jesus Christ. Don't you think that's problematic? You blind follow your priests, right? And you need to think critically. So let's have by the way, I like this discussion, and I hope you're not getting offended. I'll shake your hand after this, and if I could buy you a coffee as well. But Yosef, what I would say that why this is important, because when we die, right, we're going to be accountable for what we believed in. We're not going to be able to say, oh, this is what I was told, right? We have the choice to follow people or not follow people. So my.
Have you ever had a spiritual encounter?
Okay, this is a great discussion. So. Tell me about your spiritual encounter before you probe me.
I'm asking you.
Yeah. So you're talking about like seeing Isa alayhi salam in a dream?
No.
So it depends what you mean on spiritual encounter. What's your definition of a spiritual encounter? I had one today. Yes.
Okay,
I prayed today. I prayed. But I know a lot of Christians will say, "Oh, I saw Jesus Christ in a dream." So that means that he's God. I can worship him, and they'll use irrational proofs for their beliefs, right?
Okay, so you think resurrection was irrational?
I'm not even talking about the resurrection. I'm saying what is the proof for what is the proof for worshiping Jesus Christ?
That he was resurrected?
No, I'm saying what is the proof for worshiping Jesus Christ is that he was resurrected?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how that makes sense. So you're saying to me, as an Egyptian Christian,
yes,
the proof, the reason why you worship Jesus Christ is because he was resurrected.
So what happened to him when he was on the cross?
So are you telling me if Moses was resurrected, you'd worship him as well? If Moses was resurrected, would you worship him as well?
I don't ask ifs.
You don't ask ifs. Okay, I'm honestly very confused. It's like because your logic, you're trying to use. You're saying I worship Jesus Christ because he was resurrected.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to 111. That's the one on at the end of that street, right?
Yeah, it's on Front Street.
Front Street?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Not Bremner?
No, it's on Front Street.
Sorry. Yeah.
But I appreciate. By the way, you're an awesome driver. I'll give you that. And we if we can continue this discussion one day, that would be nice. But
sure. I know where you live.
Well, and the Dean Show on YouTube, like I said, it's a phenomenal YouTube channel. They've had Jewish guests on there before, Christian guests. It is primarily made for Muslims, but anybody can benefit for it. Again, DEEN, Dean Show. So again, just how does the resurrection? Okay, other than the resurrection, do you have any proofs for your beliefs?
What was Jesus doing on the cross? I'm asking you. It's in Quran, right? So what was he doing on the
So
cross?
even this, whether Isa alayhi salam was on the cross, whether it was someone else, that's a point of contention.
Sorry,
And
where was it?
yeah, right. Yeah, you want to. I'll just anywhere you can just drop me off anywhere here, I guess. I appreciate your help though. Appreciate your discussion, man. Thank you very much for shaking your hand. And hope I didn't say anything wrong, but I hope you check out the Dean Show and read the Quran for yourself, for sure. And right? Have a great day, Yosef. Take care, man. Cheers, bye.